Hey guys, welcome back to another introduction video. Just as a reminder, these introduction videos are meant to be short videos by way of introduction. Introduce the tool, give some highlights, and then look out for further videos on a little bit more in-depth review and functional or feature rich type of review. Today it's the turn of TweetDeck. TweetDeck used to be an independently owned tool. Today it's owned by Twitter, so it is maximized, optimized, and created just for Twitter. As you see on the screen here, one of the most powerful Twitter tools, real-time tracking, organization and engagement. Really a cool tool. What is it used for? Well, they're pretty clear here in terms of monitoring multiple timelines, multiple accounts, so to speak, scheduling tweets, turning on alerts, having filters, looking at a number of the bits and pieces that make Twitter such a powerful social tool and such a powerful way to engage with your clients and your fitness groups, whether it's the athletes that are on Twitter and using Twitter today, to your vendors, etc. Just a great tool. So onto TweetDeck. This is what the app looks like. So it used to be a downloadable app, but today pretty much it's used as an online tool in a browser, as you see here on my screen. A very good layout, a very simple layout in terms of my account that I have. It's a multiple account. It's capable of running multiple accounts. In other words, if you have a personal one and a gym one, a company one, so to speak, and you can have different settings for each of those accounts, which is very useful. And then obviously this layout as it stands here, which is the multi-column layout that you'll see in these types of tools. One, in terms of the home feed is the feed that has everything in it, and then after that you get to create the notion of these columns or these individual feeds. And by way of introduction, I'm going to just stick with the lists. I think that lists in Twitter are one of the most powerful ways of just segmenting your accounts that you follow today and that you're getting information from. So here you can see a layout where there's home. I've got one. This is my personal account, and the things that I follow personally. So I've got some tech stuff going on here. I've got a people column, CRM, business intelligence, enterprise, etc. There's some of them are. And this layout is pretty effective. If I have a number of columns, it's very easy to just scroll over and see any of these lists that I have. Obviously, what makes this really useful is the fact that it condenses information into single columns for me, rather than trying to find the tweets that I want in these in the home feed, which is just full of hundreds and hundreds of tweets, or in my case thousands of tweets. How easy is it to do a tweet? Well, you just simply click on new tweet. It brings open a box. You can force this box to stay open or not. I don't typically, just so that I can save screen space. You choose which account you want to tweet from. One, both, just one, just the other, whatever the case may be. You go ahead and you put your tweet in, put your whole content in there, add the images. It will schedule a tweet for you as well, in terms of if you want to load tweets that should run in the future, it'll go ahead and do that. It's also a good DM. It has a good DM or direct message facility over there. So once you've completed that, you hit the tweet button and away you go. It's that easy to do a tweet, simply that easy. A great little search facility here as well. So if you want to see who's tweeting, for example, on strength training today, it's that easy. Just type in hashtag strength. It's come up with training here. I'm going to look at that, and it's going to pop open a column that has tweets and users. So at the moment it's looking at all the tweets where the hashtag strength training, as you see there, is in. So in the body of the tweet, so I'm able to just go ahead and scroll through this and see if there's anything that piques my interest there. I can also have a look at the users that are affecting those tweets, or that are have labeled themselves as the strength training type of arena. So that's a great little feature, because very often what you want to try and do is build some credibility and build some content and following in that arena for your tweeting. Other than that, the settings environment is, like I say, multiple account. Some great keyboard shortcuts. This is often very useful just in terms of having a quick reply, a quick retweet, favoriting, just having keyboard shortcuts that allow you to do that. I like these type of features just simply because once you get used to them, and tools generally adopt some standards in this area, that's really very nice. One of the ones that I find quite useful is this column one. So for example, you saw me earlier scrolling all the way over to the column. Well, if I wanted to see tech stuff or something that is not on the screen at the moment, all I need to do is hit that number, and it's going to go off and take me to that column. So I just hit 1 and 4, and it took me over to that column, and it's a very easy way for me to navigate my way through to that area. Adding a column, very, very simple. What type of column do I want to add? Remember, this is a tool focused solely on Twitter. It's owned by Twitter. They don't have any additional social media networks involved in this, but there are all of their items that you could add in there. So you can add, your mentions, your home feed, anything that's trending, and you give it that idea. My lists, I happen to focus quite heavily on my lists just because that's the way I profile my consumption of tweets. And so what it then does is it allows you to profile all that information there, and you've got quick access to it, quick tweeting, quick replying. What happens when you see a tweet, for example, that has some information on there for you, for example, let's have a look at this guy. It'll open the tweet, and it will also give you quick access to a reply and any other replies or any other conversation elements that have happened on that specific tweet. Once I hit the back to tech button up there, it'll take me back to the list, and I can carry on doing what it is I wanted to do. And obviously on any of them, that is going to be the operation or the functionality as you see it there. So again, just by way of introduction, check out TweetDeck. It's a great way to use Twitter. It really is a very effective tool. Obviously, Twitter bought it. They've now maximized it. It has some very good functionality, as you see on this. As you see on the screen here, and they work with it. It's obviously got the apps for iPhone and Android. There are other there are other items like buttons and alerts and partner programs that they're doing, but just by way of consumption for your fitness and health organization, this is really a very good tool to use. And so by way of introduction, that's TweetDeck. You guys go ahead and have fun using it. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.